Well, hello there, my nieces and my nephews, and this is Auntie. And I am coming to you with an exclusive interview with someone who wants to set the record straight. If this is your first time being here, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And to all of my new subscribers, thank you so much for being here. And to all of my nieces and nephews who have been faithful over the long haul, thank you, thank you, and thank you. If you hold on 1 second, I need to put some light up in here. Forgot all about that. Let me get that together real quick. Just 1 second. Oh, it's not working. Oh, I need some light. No. Hold on 1 second. Hold on, caller. Don't go anywhere. I gotta change out a light bulb. Okay. Hold on. I need them to be able to see me clearly. I can see clearly now. The rain is gone. That'll give people a chance to come in. I can see all the obstacles in my way. Okay, so that should have given y'all a chance to come on in the room. Let me change this bulb out real quick. Ouch. Ooh. Oh, it doesn't fit. Oh, if it doesn't fit, you must have quit. Isn't that what they say? Okay, let's see. Just 1 second, caller. People are coming into the room, so this will give them a chance to get on in the room. I have to get some light. Some just 1 second. I may edit this out. I may not. I mean, because you know what? This is live. So there we go. Y'all can see your auntie. Hey, everybody. Okay, so let's go ahead on and get into this. Hello to everybody. I'm hoping my moderators are out here because you're going to have to do some work tonight, okay? So if anybody has just Sarah's phone number, please text her, let her know I'm live. I know she's been having problems with connecting with me. Hey, baby Groucho, thank you so much for the 199 super chat. She says, thank you so much for this chat, Auntie. I have a young lady on the phone who wants to set the record straight. This morning, I received a call from this young lady who is hurting. As you all know, we have been doing 90 Day Fiance for quite a while. We get out here for the grins and the giggles and the laughs. But as I have said many times before, there are real live people that are involved in this show. People's lives have been affected, some positively and some negatively. As you all know, I have had an opportunity to talk with many of the cast members, and I am the type of person that I want to make sure that I kind of keep it as clean as I can. Now, Auntie get out here and she cusses, she act a fool, but I try to keep it as clean as possible as it relates to people who are giving me information or sending information, calling, texting, doing whatever they have to do. But this young lady, I felt compelled. When she reached out to me, I could feel the hurt that she has been enduring. And she wants to tell her story. She wants to set the record straight. And I got receipts and I am trusting that she is the person that she says she is. I believe her. We've talked. And basically, that's all we're going to be doing today is setting the record straight. She has some things that she wants to explain. She will start off by telling you a little bit of who she is and her purpose for calling me and reaching out to me. None of this conversation, none of this conversation is scripted or planned out. We made an agreement to do an interview. So everything that she is saying is going to be the truth as she knows it. Okay? So Auntie is talking to her out loud and in living color with you all. We will discover together how this 90-day fiance affects the lives of people who are on the other side. So I give you, for the purpose of hiding, yes, damn it, I see hiding, her identity, Dora. Dora, are you there?
I am, Auntie. How are you? Thank you for letting me come on your show.
Oh, it's okay. It's all
I'm
right.
so happy.
It's okay. Just calm down, relax. You with family.
Yeah.
We're gonna let you tell your story. You don't know me, right?
No, yeah, that's true.
And I don't know you. But what we know you as is Azan's girlfriend, right? Allegedly.
Yes,
Okay.
allegedly, yes. I am
Okay.
the lady,
Okay.
girl, woman who released the voice recording
I'm sorry.
of Hassan. I'm the woman who released the voice recordings of Hassan,
Okay, so she
the
said that
ones that
she's
have
the
been circulating.
okay, so she is the one. She just identified herself as the one who has released the voice recordings that have been circulating. I guess online, maybe on television. So the one that Nicole heard on the program of him saying he wanted to kiss someone. Did you release that voice recording?
Yes, I did. Yeah, that was me.
Okay, so we now have Dora, who has identified herself as the person who has released those voice recordings. Clutch my mother pearls up on this channel. Okay, so Dora, tell me, why did you reach out to me this morning?
Well, basically, last night I came across my interview or my supposed interview with another YouTuber, and I was furious because although I had read it on the Facebook clip, when I actually went looking for the YouTube channel itself, it has been taken down. And I finally got to see it last night and was absolutely disgusted because it wasn't me. Clearly, it wasn't me. I have, as you know, um, a very different accent. I'm not from Spain. Um, and half of the things that were said in it, I never said at all.
Okay, and so
So I'm pretty, I'm
so
very
let me just make
disappointed
sure that
that,
let me just make sure that I clear that up. So what she is saying is that she had previously spoken with a YouTuber, correct, Dora?
yes, that's correct.
And she heard an interview of something, some information that she had disclosed that was inaccurate, meaning wrong. I don't
Well,
okay.
pretty much all of it, if I'm being honest, is inaccurate.
Okay, she said so pretty much all of it was inaccurate. Okay, so what she wants to do is you want to do what? You want to clear the record?
Oh, yeah, I want to basically tell you everything that wasn't true
Okay, well tell us
about it.
what wasn't true. We are here for it. We are here. Tell us what
Okay.
wasn't true.
Well, the first thing is I'm not 23. I'm, I'm not going to tell you my real age, but I will give you something. I'm actually 2 years older than Hassan.
You're 10 years older than
That's
Hassan?
number one.
So let
Two.
me ask
Two
you a
years.
question. Is his name Azan or Hassan?
His name is Hassan. It's not Azan, it's Hassan. Um, so the first thing is, I never went to Morocco. ever. Not even in my dreams.
Okay.
Never, ever have I gone or graced that country with my presence.
Never have you done what, honey?
So I've never, ever gone to that country or like graced it with my presence at all. Never.
So you have never
So
been
you
to
can
Morocco?
imagine.
Wait a minute, hold up. I got to stop you. You have never been to Morocco?
No, never. No.
Then where did the hell did this YouTuber get? Okay, so this YouTuber said, you know, through this fake ass interpreter. See, I'm trying to tell you, Auntie. I keep trying to tell y'all. I know what the hell I'm talking about. This YouTuber, where the hell did they get the information that they said was confirmed by several people in Morocco that you had actually visited him in Morocco? The hell did they get that from?
Absolutely not. And you know what the strange thing is, and I'll actually pass them on to you later through your email, is that I actually have pictures pushing me somewhere else, and it's in the UK actually. I was doing a dancing competition at the time, and on those exact dates, it ran from the 31st of March right up until the midweek of April.
What?
When it states that I was actually supposed to be there, yeah.
So you mean to tell me that you were in Turkey dancing your ass off, but this YouTuber said that you was
in the UK, in the UK.
In the UK. So why do you
and
think?
I have pictures.
And she has pictures. So why do you think that this YouTuber decided to lie about this?
Because I refused to do an interview with him. And he has, I think at that point, already promised his viewers that I would do an interview, and I didn't. I refused. So I guess he didn't want to let his viewers down. So he came up with this fake news.
So because you denied him the right to an interview, he lied.
Well, that's the only thing I can come up with, because I know for a fact I was never there.
What the? So what? Okay, now this YouTuber, we're going to name him Barney. So Barney, took it upon himself to fabricate a story like that, because you would. First of all, thank you for the interview. I appreciate you reaching out to me. And giving me the interview.
I definitely want to confirm that this is the first time I have ever personally, myself, spoken to anybody in regards of coming on a YouTube channel or in general. I have never had a third party articulate anything from me for me in regards to an interview. I have never agreed to do it. I didn't ever really want to be in the public, apart from, I suppose, letting people know that, or just disclosing my story with somebody, that, you know, things weren't as the roses with Azan'S.
You what with Azan'S?
Yeah, he's not all squeaky clean.
What about Hassan?
I just wanted people to know that he wasn't squeaky clean, that he's not the way he portrays himself on the TV.
That he is not squeaky clean, and basically, he is not the way that he portrays himself on TV. Okay, well, I think I think, Dora, we have figured that out, that he is not squeaky clean. But you know, you had mentioned you had mentioned or the YouTuber had mentioned, because I don't know what the hell the YouTuber talked about at this point. I ain't referencing to that particular person at all, Barney. But Barney had mentioned that he called her Hamburglar, that he talked negative about Nicole. Is that true?
No. If he did speak about her, but it's not it wasn't in the sense of he was making fun or he was calling names. If he spoke about her, for example, it was like, you know, I have to really think about this because I'm concerned about my future, and she doesn't get my religion. He never berated her over her weight. He never said she ate too much. He never said he wanted a divorce after 3 years. He never said he was only after the green card. He never said those things. And if he did say them, he did not say them to me. Yes, he said, I am concerned about my future. She doesn't agree with me. I don't know if we can be happy. He spoke as in someone who was contemplating, like in deep contemplation about whether or not he really wanted to go through with it. And I don't know if that was a ruse to get me to buy into his story, and it could have been for my benefit, but he did certainly not berate her, call her names, or anything of the like.
Are you kidding me, Dora?
No, I'm absolutely serious. 110%. Yeah. He would have said things like, you know, she can be angry sometimes, or he used to say yell, I say scream or shout. Like, but it was general. Like the way I'm saying to you now, like, you know, A, B, or C was shouting at me today. He wouldn't go into abusing her or calling her names or anything. And as a matter of fact, we very rarely discussed her in general. It wasn't like we had big, long, deep, meaningful conversations every day about his fiance.
I can't even close my damn mouth. Like I need to get something to clip up, some paper clip or something to keep my. I am in complete shock because this Barney had an interview where I was laughing and making fun of her and saying he was calling her the Hamburglar and all these derogatory things about her, and to hear the real girlfriend stand up, not somebody that had to be interpreted and then they lied and said that you were Spanish and they had to convert it from Spanish.
I'm not,
and we clearly can
Spanish,
see that you have another accent.
Yeah, definitely not Spanish.
That's, I mean, over an interview. Okay, so the individual Barney said that he verified the information and he's not trying to get like clicks and subscribes and he's not trying to make money. So I guess maybe he was right in that because you're saying that allegedly his motive for doing what he was doing was because you did not interview with him. Let me ask you a question. Why?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I blocked him on Facebook. And
you blocked him on Facebook? Wait.
Calculating the time.
You blocked him on what?
Would have come out about 2 weeks after.
Yeah. You blocked him on what?
Facebook.
On Facebook. Why did you block him on Facebook?
Well, I kind of just felt like when I went to him with this story, it was kind of just because I was hurting over a particular situation, and I kind of just wanted to tell somebody who shows a genuine interest in the show. I'm sorry it didn't come across your YouTube channel first. When I explained everything to him, he had no understanding of my feelings at all. It was like, oh yeah, he's this, he's someone who helped me that. And I wasn't really interested in going deep into particulars of what other people thought. I was just trying to get my side of the story across. I didn't want to text Hassan to get more information off of him, which he came up with some story that I should text him to ask him to see if I could get information for him, and I wasn't down for that. I was like, okay, I don't want to do this. I was already quite hurt. I didn't want to rub salt into the wound, and I just felt like like I wasn't a human being to him. I was a commodity or someone who could give him information or basically like that. Like, I mean, when I rang you today, like you had said to me, I'm so sorry for what you've been through. And first you had empathy towards me and you made me feel like a person instead of just someone you were going to do an interview with. And second, then we went through everything else. It wasn't, like it was real. It was real care, real emotions. To him, it was just, oh, can you get me this information or can you text me that? And he asked me that. There are things I weren't willing to do. So in the end, I was kind of like, you pushed me outside my comfort zone, and I hadn't answered him back for a few weeks. And he had actually texted me that, you're going to come here to do the interview, or do I need to go there? And when he said that, I was like, really, you're going to come to my home? You want to come to my country?
Damn.
And I felt like that was a little bit. And I kind of just was like, okay, I'm just going to block this person and ignore them. And then I saw, it could have been roughly 2 weeks later or a week and a half later. I'm not like down to the T sure, but I saw this clip on Facebook, and it had said, Azan'S girlfriend speaks out or something like that. And I clicked in and I read it. And when I went looking for the YouTube videos, his whole channel had disappeared. I actually thought that he blocked me, but he hadn't. They are back up again, and I actually managed to see it in full last night. So I kind of feel victimized by both people now.
Yes, and you know what? When I spoke with you this morning, and all the things that I said to you,
Yeah.
I was sincere. I could feel that you were hurt.
Yeah, no, I know.
And I know that you felt victimized by these two men. And on behalf of every woman, I apologize because you put your trust in people. You're trying to build a relationship with this man, and you find out that not only is he in a relationship with another woman, but he's also on a television show. And then you reach out to a YouTuber who I'm sure looks like you, thinking that, Barney looks like a father figure and all that. And so you probably, you let your guard down only to be, feel victimized yet again. And I don't want to victimize you. I want you to be able to tell your story and to set the record straight. And I think every woman should have the opportunity to set them straight. And that's what I am doing here. But let me ask you a question, because I know that your fellow nieces and nephews are going to want to know, why did you release the voice recordings online to Barney or to anybody else? Why did you do that? People are going to want to know.
The only person that I actually released them to was the YouTuber, and I think that was in August of last year. And he had asked for proof, and right there and then, that was the only proof I had: text messages, phone numbers, and voice recordings. I don't think I ever specifically said, like, go ahead and put them on your YouTube channel. He asked for proof of who I was and if what I was saying was the truth. So I sent him what I had, so he would know that the conversation I was holding with him was, he was having it with a genuine person, that I was telling the truth.
So he's the one that released the stuff that she saw you released it to him, allegedly.
And he released it on his YouTube.
Oh,
he released it on his YouTube channel.
Oh, now I get it. Well, a lot of people may think that you were bitter and that you are angry or that you are jealous. Where do you stand in your relationship with him? Did you do it because you were mad and you were jealous, or what motivated you to even tell a YouTuber?
Well, I have seen him portrayed on TV as his fiancée victimizing him, and him being, not always, I suppose, the best, but I suppose compared to both of them, he's been the one that, she's done this and she's done that. And I kind of, after being victimized by him myself, and no one really getting to see that side of him, I was like, I just, I can't even tell you, because I was so upset and I felt hurt. I actually felt like a rat caught in a trap because of the situation I was actually facing at the time.
Well, I
And
could,
I just wanted to talk to somebody.
and I could tell when you talk to me that you felt like, you were very. Let me just tell everybody. Um, we went through some changes doing this because she was very conflicted about um even doing this, and she wanted her story to be told. And like Kat Ann said, and like Dora has said, she felt like a rat caught in a trap. Because when you feel victimized by someone, you don't know whether or not it's safe to talk or whether it's safer to stay quiet. But as we know, a lot of times we all suffer in silence. And suffering in silence doesn't mean that you get healed. It is not until you can speak a thing that you can receive the healing that you need. And I want this to be a healing process for you. Get it all out. Say whatever you got to say,
Yeah.
and then be done with it. But your voice was silent because we heard what Barney
Yeah.
said, and and we've seen the things that have happened, and we've never been able to connect everything together. But you, Dora, have connected this together
Mm-hmm.
for us and made us understand. And you know what? Let me say this to you, Dora. You know, I know your real name, but we're going to call you Adora. You know what? We all have made mistakes in our lives. Every last one of us. There is not a person over the age of 11 months, let's just say a year, that has not made a mistake.
Yeah.
But you are not your mistake. And you can move on with your life. You can change your life. You have breath in your body and you can do it all over. You don't have to, you are not
Yeah.
a product of your mistake. And don't walk around in shame with your head down. Don't don't let anybody tell you that auntie lady did this and that auntie lady did that. You've got my phone number. You can talk to me whenever you want to. And I am here for you. But I'm telling you right now, you are better than what has happened to you. It's a new day,
Yeah.
and you have an opportunity to move on and no longer be a victim of your past circumstances. From this day on, Dora, don't ever be a
Yeah.
victim of your circumstance because you are one
No,
beautiful, brave, courageous woman to come out and tell your story in the midst of people who are not going to agree with you, who are not going to believe you, who don't give a good rat's behind about you. You are a brave, wonderful, uniquely created woman with a purpose. And now you can move on in
yeah.
your God given purpose and be the woman that you want to be. Don't allow yourself, learn from your lesson. Learn from your lesson so that
Yeah.
it can become a blessing to you. We all made mistakes. It ain't not one
Oh,
person
definitely.
that's going to view this
I
video.
definitely have.
Let me tell you something. It ain't one person that's going to view this video, not one person in this damn chat over here, and not one person in the comments that has not made a mistake. Even Barney made a mistake. Barney, for some reason,
Yeah.
decided, okay, I'm going to fabricate a damn story, and can't nobody say that I didn't. But what Barney didn't realize was that you were sitting in the cut waiting to talk to your auntie to tell your story. And that's why you can't ever
yeah.
underestimate the power of a woman. Okay? You
A
can't
woman's story.
ever
Yeah.
underestimate the power of a school woman and a reborn woman.
Yeah.
Okay? All right? Okay. So anyway,
Yeah.
I hope that helps you, baby. I hope that helped you.
No, it does. I'm glad. I'm glad I'm doing this. I really am. I thought about it for so long, and I was in two minds. I was really afraid because of
Yeah.
the things we discussed this morning, and
And most
everything
victims
else. But
are afraid.
I'm no,
Let
I'm
me
glad
ask
I'm
you
gonna.
something. Are you afraid that Barney may release your information as a retaliatory act?
Yes, I am, because he's already proved himself not to be trustworthy, and I never gave him permission, and I haven't given him permission to release my picture, my name, or anything, which he does have, and he does not have the permission to do it because he didn't ask me for my picture under those pretenses. He just wanted to see what I look like. So I am fearful of that because he's already released this false statement.
Well, you know what? You've already made your statement that this YouTuber, you know who the hell you are. She has already told you that you do not have permission to release her name. You do not have permission to release her pictures or any image of her, any address or any social security number, date of birth, earrings, eye color, hair. You don't have permission. So I need you to go here, boo, and say that one more time. Say that real loud and real slow and real proud, like that. Say it like that. One more time.
Yes, you do not have permission to release any information regarding me.
Okay. Now let me ask you a question. So we've established that
Yep.
that who you are and all of that. How long did you date Azan?
Well, actually, we were on Snapchat together from November 2016. We rarely spoke. He was just on my Snapchat. And then about January, or coming into January, he had asked for my number. We spoke on WhatsApp, and we spoke on and off, not an awful lot, like, two or three texts every week, nothing inconspicuous, just how are you, this, that, and the other. Then around end of January, it really started to kind of take on a life of its own, I suppose. And we text quite frequently. And I suppose you could say by February, we really kind of established the fact that we had liked each other at least, and we were flirtatious and having banter back and forth. And I suppose by the time March had rocked around and we had established that, I had actually, I think it was the end of March, maybe early May, I had seen the show. I had actually saw the very first season I think they were on, where she had gone to Morocco for the first time. I think I saw that on repeat in my country, the end of March,
So
beginning of May.
somebody out here by the name of Scarlett Ruby Rose said, end of January, it took on a life of its own. By February, they established they liked each other. Who the hell is Scarlett Ruby Rose? Do you know somebody named Scarlett? Because she's out here talking like she know. Now you just said March, and she's saying some other stuff. So who the hell is? I mean, who's she? Do you know somebody with that handle on the
No.
YT? Okay, okay. I just wanted to see what she knew what she was talking about because it seemed like the information that oh, okay. She said she's just clear. Leah Valentine said she's just clarifying because we can't hear her. So what do you need me to do so that you can
Oh,
hear
okay.
her? What do you need me to say? Oh, okay. Scarlett Ruby Rose said I'm being a parent. Okay, Scarlett, because I was Auntie got her glasses on, so she was checking a little bit. Okay. Okay, so basically you all stopped dating probably around in March.
Yeah, like in March, I had seen the show, and up until then, I was oblivious. I did not know he was on a show. I did not know he had a fiance. I didn't know she had a child. Yeah, it was the end of March, early May that I had seen the show, and that was a slap in the face, to say the least.
So you really got hurt by it.
I mean, Sorry.
So you really got hurt by that.
Yeah, because up until then, like we were kind of like, we talked quite frequently. Like we talked about serious things we didn't talk about in the beginning. We spoke, I suppose, just we had the laugh, banter, we were flirtatious, and then we really kind of like established the fact that like, okay, I like you like me, and he had asked if I would go and see him. I wasn't overly like ready to go hop on a plane and go meet a stranger. I mean, there's only been a few months now. It's like I had other stuff going on because I had like I said, that dance competition coming up and other things. Like I have a life. I can't just drop everything and hop on a plane. But the general consensus was at some point I would go and see him. But unfortunately, I got to see the show first, so I never went to see him.
So you've not have
Yeah,
you ever seen him?
I've never seen him in person. I've never gone to Morocco.
Oh, okay. So you've never seen him.
No, absolutely not.
Oh, okay. So you
No,
so you never knew about so you never knew about Nicole.
not until March.
Was he a sweet talker? Could he like sweet talk you and talk your drawers off of you?
Yes.
Yeah, because I heard him talk about the kiss, yes, the kiss. I dreamed that you wanted. You want? I mean, he was talking all that stuff to you. He was like, "Yeah, I did the kiss. I want to kiss
Actually,
you."
can I just say something? They have that mistaken. If you actually listen to the previous voice recordings, I was saying, I want pizza, and he was saying, he answered in response to me and said, I know you want it. It had enough, but the way they made it look was that he was actually thinking about something else because he put them on with the dream before.
Oh, you were asking him. You were saying that you wanted a drink. So you were saying you wanted a drink, but the
Yeah.
way that they cut it and edited it, it made it sound like you wanted that D.
So it's actually, if you listen to the voice recordings, the original ones that the YouTuber released, I was saying, if you listen to them carefully, I was saying, I want shisha. And he was saying, I know you want this. So it has actually, it's not anything related to anything.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So let me ask you a question. How do you feel about Nicole? How do you feel about the show and Nicole and how he's being represented?
Well, I think, like, I think he's very condescending. I mean, I've watched, obviously, since I've seen it, I've watched most episodes or tried to find them. And I think he's very condescending towards her. I think, in all honesty, I think Love is Blind and Marriage is an eye opener. I can't fault her for being in love. I mean, you just can't. Like the heart wants what it wants, I guess. And I mean, who would I be to have anything to say about her? I mean, I too fell victim to this person, and I don't consider myself to be stupid or naive or whatever, just human, I suppose. And
Well, let me
I
ask you
mean,
something. One of my faithful nephews, who I just love to pieces, is named Dre. Dre wants to know, did you give
okay,
him any money? Did you ever send him
no, I never
money?
get them anyway.
Say
No,
that again.
no, no, I never get them any money, never,
Did
ever.
he ever ask you for money?
No, he never asked me for money, but he most definitely did say, I'm struggling at the moment. I don't have anything. He did actually make a point of, I'm staying with one of my family members because I am nearly homeless. Yes, he did say that. It was, I think he was hoping towards the end, I would offer him money, but I actually never did. And the other thing I want to clarify is he did at one point ask me to marry him. And the particular YouTuber we're talking about had said, why didn't you ask him for a ring? And my statement back to that was, I wouldn't waste my time because he'd probably ask me for the money to buy it. But in his interview, whatever girl that was supposed to be representing me, she said he did ask me for the money for a ring. That was not true.
So Azan never asked you money for a ring, but he did propose to you.
Yes.
And you said, no, I'm not going to ask that mofo for a ring because he ain't got no job. And I know if I get a ring, God damn it, I'm paying for it myself.
Yeah, that's
Smart girl.
I said I'm not asking him because he probably asked me for the money to pay for it.
You are a smart girl. See, you
So
smarter. See, you are smarter than you think you are. You smarter than you think you are.
So, yeah.
I'm telling you, because you was like, hell no, I ain't paying for my own. Wow.
Yeah, so it's kind of like, yeah, no thanks.
Anything
so,
else you want to share with
strange, like
is there
the
anything
YouTubers,
else
like,
you
yeah,
you want to share with the
he asked her for
Dora, is there anything else you want to share with the viewers?
In regards of the YouTuber or my own personal story with Hassan?
Your personal relationship with Hassan.
Yes, Hassan. And okay, yeah. So I don't know.
Let me wait, Dora. Wait a minute, Dora. I got one question. Hey, Dora, yeah. When you looked at the episode and you saw Nicole swinging that ass, Hassan's ass around, were you shocked that he did not respond back physically? Is he that mild of a guy?
Yeah, he's told me once that he's nasty because I deserve it.
Wait. He told you once that he would do what?
That I deserve the slap. And if he was beside me, he'd give it to me. Yeah.
So did he reframe? So do you believe it? Do you believe it? Because this all is allegedly. So we're going to say allegedly. Do you believe allegedly that he did not respond back to her because the TOC cameras was there?
My own personal opinion? Yes. Yes. I 110% believe that if that had happened and it wasn't being filmed, that it could definitely have been a different outcome.
I'm sorry that he said that to you allegedly, that you deserve to get slapped.
No, it's okay.
But what was it that you did?
It's okay because
what was it that you did?
After he said that to me, I told him that I felt sorry for him and like, God forgive me, that he had like about 360 pounds of karma. So enjoy every bit of it. And just to add, that was the only time I ever passed a comment about his fiance, and that was probably the wrong thing to do, but it was out of anger towards the comment he just passed to me.
This is unbelievable. Again, I thank you so much for being willing to share your story. And everything that we are saying out here, everything that Dora is saying and I am saying is alleged for entertainment purposes only. So don't come at me, talk about some, we ain't said nobody name except for the man she was allegedly dating. So don't come here looking for no money because I ain't got no money to give your ass, okay? We just out here talking. We two women out here talking, goddamn it. So don't come at me and don't come at her. But at the same time, Barney, don't use no damn images of me or her. And don't use nothing of mine because you ain't got permission to use my stuff either. I ain't use your stuff to do this. Don't use my stuff to do yours. You understand what I'm saying, Barney? And Barney Lovers, she telling her damn story as she recalls it, as she remembers it. Allegedly. Okay, so again, anything that you wanted to make sure you clear up. Let's clear up everything so you can go to bed and sleep your can off.
Okay, so basically, like, I mean, he never told me he had a Moroccan girlfriend. I don't know even now if that is true or not true. He never confirmed it to me. Um, so in this case interview, it was stated that he had said, that he was going to bring his Moroccan girlfriend to America and he was going to marry her after 3 years. I never said that. It was never said to me. Um, all of that stuff, like his her having a go at his mother, and then again, never said to me. We didn't discuss her in depth. As a matter of fact, when I seen the show, I most definitely texted him and I was like, listen, she has a child and you're in a relationship. I mean, you always have to figure it out. He gave me that, you don't understand and don't watch the show. It is scripted and I don't want it interfering with us being friends or in a relationship and I want to be with you and this, that, and the other. But then I was kind of like, look, no, that can't happen because I'm not going to be the reason why somebody else is going to get heartbroken. So then he was like, can we just be friends? And I said yes, because he happened to have, much to my own dismay, and I'm very disappointed with myself, he happened to have some very revealing pictures of me. And
Well, wait, Dora. Who has revealing pictures of you?
Hassan. So over the period where things were going really well and I didn't know he was on a show, I had happened to send him pictures, but not an awful lot on, and didn't really need much to the imagination. And look, I've beaten myself up over it already. It was a stupid thing to do. I kind of suffered because of it, the worry, the stress. Like, is he going to release them? Is he going to show them to people? Has he shown them to people? And now, I suppose, completely mad. A fool. Was his friend sitting there? Was it a joke? Was like a million and one things have gone through my mind at this point. When I said, like when he was like, let's just be friends, and I was like, I was the one that had suggested it, and he was like, okay, let's just be friends then, and I was okay. Every now and again, he would text every couple of weeks, kind of, I think, to see if I was still at the friend place and to see if I maybe had changed. If he tried texting like I missed you or this, that, and the other, I would be like, look, we're just friends, you can't say that. And he would get like really, after trying to be sweet or nice, he'd get like really kind of abrupt and he'd be like, okay, you're stupid and you need a slap, and if I was there, I'd give it to you, and that and the other. So by the time end of June, July had rocked around, I had actually left to go to the Middle East for a while, and like things had by then really disintegrated because we weren't talking, but he still did have these pictures, and every now and again he'd text me like, oh, you never guess what, like I've no money and I think I might join the army, and because I've got no money and I've got nowhere to live. And he'd be like, at the end of it, when I didn't respond, or my response was, well, like, ask your mother or ask your fiance, or he would say, well, like, do you remember, like, I still have your pictures? And I felt like the way he was saying it was like he meant it as a threat.
Allegedly.
You know what I mean?
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Say the word.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
All this is allegedly. Let me tell you something, baby. You young, you probably got a cute body, you're a little dancer. The next time your ass in a butt picture, a breast picture, or anything like that, cut your head off. Don't do like send your pictures like this. You'll look at this video later on, send them like this or like that. But cut your damn head off. Don't have your head on the daggone, because I know you young, and that's what young people do. They send Did he ever send you one? You got a dick pic? Do you have a dick pic?
No, but
Damn!
I,
Damn! Dora, how the hell you ain't got no dick pic?
I have, yeah, I have a picture of that region.
You got a picture of what?
Something very, of that region.
Oh, of the region. Well, we don't need to see no damn hair, pubic hair. He already got that on the top of his head. Head looking like, you know what I'm saying? We need
Yeah.
a dick pic, dog. We need to see what is causing Nicole to be so crazy over this man. We don't need to see no bouncy ball, no rubber ball. We don't need to see that. We need to see the full out frontal. The full out frontal. This is what we need. You see how, but no, seriously, Dora. Seriously, Dora. You see how you can laugh at this now? You can look back and laugh at this. You learned your lesson, baby.
Yeah, definitely.
You learned your lesson.
It's like
and it's a lesson in everything you do. Do not let this dictate the rest of your life. You made a mistake. The next time you send one, you will cut your head off. So I'm not even saying don't send them because that's what your generation do. My generation, we not sending hot dog buns and hamburger buns across no cotton freaking farm, okay? Because your auntie got some serious buns. So I can't do that,
No.
but you can. And you know what? It's your body. You can do whatever you want to do with it or whatever. But next time, cut your damn head off. And then you good. He can allegedly threaten to do whatever he want to do with them because he ain't showing nothing but a woman's body. Don't find yourself trapped in this, boo. You good to go solo.
No, I just at the time it was like, oh my God, what if he does? And then it seemed so much bigger because he was on, my God, he was on TV. Like, I mean, and I never even realized that. And it was something I didn't even want to be a part of then. It was like, but he reminded me, like, I have your pictures. And then I think I cut him off, like, finally, like, really told him to, stay in his hook. I think I really, really don't want you talking to me. The end of July, just before I had went away. And he's ringing me like 5 or 6 times in the space of 10 minutes from I don't know how many different numbers. And he was like, I'm in love with you and I'm falling in love with you and I didn't want to say it over a text message because he was really like cute. He would always say everything. He really in depth in, I suppose, phone calls and would vaguely talk about, I suppose, what his plans were in a text message.
Yeah, allegedly.
Allegedly.
And you said he had a whole bunch of different cell phones?
Yeah, he caught me from like 5 or 6 different numbers, maybe more. It was last year.
Are you
in the space of like 10 minutes?
In the space of 20 minutes,
yeah,
he called you from 5. Wait a minute, hold on.
Yeah.
You said in the space of 20 minutes, he called you from 5 different cell phone numbers?
No, not even 20 minutes, like 10 minutes. Like literally, I was with my friend, and I remember my friend saying, like, is this guy for real? Like, let me answer the phone and tell him, like, stop. And like literally, like, and then he was like, don't do this. Think before you do this. Think, because I had blocked him, I think, on WhatsApp. And he was like, think before you do it. Like, don't do this to me. I'm here with you all the time. I'm here for you. But he's not. Like, he would disappear. We wouldn't speak for 3 weeks. And I was like, okay, fine, whatever. He's gone. And I'd relax. And then he'd be like back again, like, oh, hey, how are you? Or whatever. And just bipolar.
I'm so sorry, baby. I'm so sorry, baby.
No, I've completely moved on now. It's just the whole thing with this YouTube interview that I did not do. It's just like, you see him on TV and it's like, oh my God, she cheated on him and she's abusive towards him and she's pushed him and she's dragged him and she's this, that, and the other. And it's just like, you just see him sitting there and he's like, oh, he's made every effort, but he's not. He doesn't have a job. He does have a job. He has 5 or 6 jobs at the same time. He's trying to scam money from every single one of them. He probably has more money than me or you.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. So
we gotta keep it safe out here. You know what I'm saying? We gotta, we gotta wrap up. We gotta put on the umbrella. You know what I'm saying? We gotta put an umbrella.
No, I'm not.
Allegedly.
I'm absolutely serious. Like, would I send him money to go to Turkey? No way. I'd tell him to grease his ass and go by wire, but I wouldn't be sending him money.
Wow.
So,
well, I tell you what, I'm hoping that you got everything off your chest, that you've said everything you needed to say and more. Again, this is for entertainment purposes only and educational. We're educating people out here as well. We thank every one of you all for being here tonight, all of my fellow nieces and nephews. And most of all, Dora, we thank you. Thank you for being brave and for telling your story and not remaining silent. And I am hoping that this interview has done you a lot of good. You were crying at first, but now you're laughing. And so I know that this is
very nervous.
You were nervous, but how you feeling now with your auntie?
I actually feel very comfortable, and thank you very much for making me feel like I could be myself.
That's right, because you know what? Ain't nothing. Everybody needs a sweet old auntie, right? Having one, it just would be nice. Because everybody needs a sweet old auntie, right? So welcome to Auntie's Advice. Thank you so much, Dora, for being with us. We're going to wrap this interview up. I'm going to always leave myself available for you. So if anything comes out of this and you need to come back out and tell some more of your story, or you forgot some tea that you needed to spill, you are more than welcome to be here with Auntie's family. My nieces and nephews, they can sometimes be a little hard, but they don't mean any harm. I want to take this time out to try to go back up and say thank you to everybody who super chatted me. Please accept my apology for not cutting off Dora to say thank you. Y'all know I usually always say thank you. I'm hoping that my moderator said thank you to you all. Thank you so much for your super chat. I saw $2, $1.99, $10, $20. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you to all of my new people who have been here. I saw you all in the comments that some of you all were new and it was your first time here. Thank you for everybody who snuck out to listen to their auntie and all that kind of stuff. And know you're supposed to be working, but you got your headphones on, listen to your auntie. Everybody's asking me for a recap. Yes, Jazzy Nicole, thank you so much for the $2 super chat. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hang up from Dora. I'm going to hang up from this, and I will come out and recap, and I will open up the phone line so that you all can be able to call in and give your opinion about what you heard tonight. Absolutely. I've heard you all. I see it. Recap, recap, recap. We will resume. It is now 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. In 1 hour, 1 hour, 8 o'clock p.m., we will reconvene for a recap. I love you all to pieces. Thank you, Dora. Dora, you want to say bye?
Bye, everyone. Thanks. Thank you again. Thank you very much.
Bye, everybody. Thank you, Ashley, for the $5 super chat. Okay, bye. Okay, so I'm gonna end this stream so I can say goodbye to you properly, Dora, and I'm gonna come back out here with them in